Not time for that yet. After a long day at the office, many of us like to unwind with a drink. Here in Wisconsin, the drink of choice is often a nice cold beer.
And Vince Vetrano has more about a new craze.
It has beer drinkers brewing in their basements.
It's part of Wisconsin's history, beer. Making it, selling it, drinking it. But here in the Milwaukee area, some folks don't rely on breweries to fill their mugs.
Yeah, you gotta have music when you're brewing.
Not exactly whistling while you work.
It's real simple. I mean, there's not anything difficult about it.
Because for these guys,
it's an art you can drink.
Beer, the beverage of true Wisconsinites, the bread and butter of our state.
When people say they don't like beer, they just haven't found a beer they like yet.
On a cold evening walking past this South Side garage, you'd hardly expect a science lab warming these beer barons' hearts.
You can go to the grocery store and buy your beer, but isn't it more fun to make it yourself?
From temperature and pressure gauges, tubing, steam, and burners, an age-old tradition is brewing. The beer barons of Milwaukee have been brewing for decades and admit they've noticed their craft gaining popularity.
People want to have stuff that's well made, and when you can make your own beer, you know, you can really make it however you want.
For almost 25 years, the beer barons hosted monthly meetings and numerous home brewing competitions.
We're a 200-member-owned cooperative dedicated to the enjoyment and education of fermented malt beverages.
Basically, it's a club that makes and drinks a lot of beer.
And I also enjoy sharing the beer with people. I can't drink it all, so I have to share it.
Having brewed barrels and barrels of beer, the beer barons aren't just beer enthusiasts, they're beer experts.
It's art and science.
I'm real meticulous about making sure my beer turns out the way I want.
The recipe calls for the right amount of grain.
This is where you put the grain in.
And then the hops, and brewed by slow fermentation.
52, perfect.
It can be complicated, but really,
if you can boil water, you can make beer. I mean, there's ways of making beer that don't involve as elaborate equipment as Ken has back here.
A hobby that's been brewing for a while, and now a way of life.
At this point, I always feel like I'm a craft beer evangelist. I mean, any family function, I try to make sure I'm enlightening everybody to good beer.
The beer barons allow anyone, as long as they're at least 21 years old, to join and, yes, to drink. On your side, Vince Vetrano, today's TMJ4.
I'm still afraid I would make myself sick. You can find more info about the beer barons at our website, tmj4.com.